Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 5-yard gain on the
line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now they try the right side here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
That's complete to his running back, Conner. And he is going to have a Bills first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Thorle, that got in there to bring him down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Screen pass to Conner. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together. They had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick. But now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Wentz. Steps away to his left. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Taylor, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2nd and 15. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A quick throw now complete to Ross.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right, and incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On 1st and 10 is Connor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Josh Gordon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Brian Burns able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, let's go second.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. And this doesn't quite work out as well as planned. They'll forfeit a few yards as he's tackled just past the 15. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll get that one complete to Connor. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The last catch took them 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Now they'll throw here, out of the gun, escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. Here's Johnny Hecker now, standing just outside his own goal line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game, all right, in baseball.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack on 1st down, Wentz. That'll be complete to Dobbins. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Tanner Muse, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a play fake. Wentz. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over at their own 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now a handoff working right. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
36 on the carry.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On the play. First down, Buffalo.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they give this time to the tailback. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets 16. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Able to find Isabella. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. From 4 yards out. And the Bills have taken the lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, This offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Being chased out left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Not much there, only a yard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
There's a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Brian Burns. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brian Burns in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Ball carrier.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. Space to maneuver at the 40. And some room to roam now. And finally brought down at the 43. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And the Bills first down.
On first down, it's Connor, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the Jets' 42-yard line.
And they take a knee.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Buffalo, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside